Well, I'd say good morning. I've already been out and done a bit of fishing. I am sweaty because I've just cleaned my windscreen and it's a bit difficult for me to reach. So it's like acrobatics trying to get up there. And I hurt my finger, which is not a surprise for me doing anything really. But at least I've got it out of the way nice and early in the day. Oh dear. Okay, so I've just spoke to the garage about my gearbox, and even though they can be lovely enough to find the name of they haven't got a copy of the warranty. They can find me the name of the place that did the reconditioned gearbox, but I still need that certificate to be able to claim against it. So I'm going to go back up to Willowfield and have a look through the little bit of stuff we've got there, because that's where all my books for the van are, all the instruction books and stuff. So I'm assuming it's with that, because I mean, why would you carry it with you like normal people would, you know? So yes, so a little bit of a detour off. Hopefully just go and drop by, phone that garage and find out what the heck's going on. So all good. Let's get kicking off and get moving, because it is roasting. Again, it's so close and muggy. Blah. Off to Doncaster. I'll say I've had a day, but I really haven't. It just feels like I've had one, because I've had to do loads of stuff to try and sort out the gearbox on here and try and sort out how to better edit videos, because things aren't working and technology is fighting me today. So yes, I've not eaten, so I'm probably hungry and I'm pissed off for no reason at all, which of course does not help matters. And for anybody that knows me well, and it's, you know, people that saw me this weekend at the wedding, will know how devastated I am. That there's loads of things happening that are miffing me, and I've got to deal with them, and it feels like pressure and all of this stuff. And then my crispy fried onions fell out of the cupboard because I left it open because I'm an idiot. And yes, they are everywhere. The van smells delicious, but I don't think I care that it smells delicious. I would prefer to eat them. And then I made the call when I left the riverside this morning that I'll just back up when I get to my next park up, so I'm not by grass. Because I was going to go and do a village centre one, so I could go and have a walk and a mooch and do some things. But I've had to change my plans again because of the gearbox thing. So as it stands at the minute, I have a crunchy, lovely, crispy fried onion smelling van, and they are on the floor instead of in my salad. So I'll have to think of something else to have for tea. And I've not eaten yet, so I'm proper hungry. So yeah. What are you going to do? And eat some food is what I'm going to do, because a hungry, ragey Mandy is not a good thing. Well, the Under Armour hat is on. That can only mean one thing. Somebody who lives in that van is getting their arse in gear today. I'm going to try and walk off all of this rage and see if I can get to be a bit more productive later. I've got loads of stuff to do. So I've got earphone in, only one for safety, you know, and I'm going that way. Watch is on. Let's see how far we get. One thing I love about walking down canal paths is the fishermen that are sat on the banks, always happy to have a chat with you about what bait they're using, what's biting, all of this stuff. So it's £5 a day for a bank licence if you pay on the bank here. There's a board right near where I'm parked with all the information on there. So I think once I've got my work done, I might treat myself to get my chair out and everything and do a little bit of fish. I have to change my rig a little bit because I've got spinners on there. I'll bore everybody now. But yeah, maybe have a nice relaxing few hours. Oh, there's some biggies in here now. Apparently there's loads of pike. I don't want to catch pike. But yeah, that might be my day sorted. Well, it's still here. Always a bonus. It's not a bad spot, must admit, until a train comes. I do love canals, you know. I can sit and watch the boats go past all day. And bikes, apparently. And, of course, being like this, coffee power. It's got to be done. I've had to move my van because, of course, let me show you. Let me show you where I parked first. Where the shade is. Because because I'm not used to having solar. And I'm just like, oh, batteries are, oh. So I just went, wee, and came around. So my solar panels are at the back. So it doesn't matter if my front's in the shade a little bit because it's not coming out that far. I'll get used to all of this soon enough, no doubt. But for now, bit of work, nice view. That'll do me nicely. Well, this is what's always typical about me fishing. You can see the fish. Can you see my float? Can you see anything biting or taking my bait? No. That float has literally just floated right through a big old thingy of fish. So, yeah. I don't know if you can see in there, but the fish like chasing this lure. We're not actually biting it. It's like, friend, no, eat it. Eat it. I bet you guys are sick to death of seeing this face like this. I'm doing it to snap myself out of this because I've just posted a post on Instagram just saying how, like, 2 days ago I had a really good day. I felt like I was smashing it, you know, like nothing seemed insurmountable, that I could, you know, park in the wrong place and then move and find a better place and not worry about people looking at me. And I went for a swim and I shit myself the entire time, as you've probably already seen. And then I'm just sat there and I post it and I write it up and I'm like, okay, I'm happy with that. It conveys I was feeling at the time. And I get the first message. It had gone through to Facebook, and the first 2 messages from my friends saying well done. And then I burst out crying and I'm not been able to stop for 10 minutes. So, oh, god damn it. Oh, I hate hormones and things. So it seems like this is not snapping out of it, so I'm going to put the camera away. I'm going to have a good old cry and make myself a cup of coffee instead. Stop now. I'm just having a scroll through Facebook, and I'm a member of quite a few menopause, perimenopause groups and what have you on there. And it seems it's a full moon today, and everybody's in tears, and everybody's slightly irritable, and everybody is not sleeping. I feel better already. Sorry, everybody else who's suffering. It is not nice at all, but
You know, it's one of those things where you feel crappy and then you think, oh, it's terrible, the world is ending. And then you're you're just hungry, have a Snickers. And then you go, I feel better. And yeah, that's it. Full moon. Ow.
Hello. Well, this is today's walking look. Now it's overcast and whatnot. Getting a right good walk on. Proper sweat, thinking I'll get to the end where there's a bridge, because then there's a big river that goes off, and this canal's like a bit of a spit off the river. So I thought I'd go see what that looks like, because it looks great on the map. However, there might be something rather unexpected that's going to stop me. So there's a swan family there. I can see 2 cygnets and 2 swans. And they say not to go near them, don't they? Because they can get a bit territorial where the babies are. So maybe I'll stop here or walk up a little bit and see what they do without getting too close. But I didn't think it was going to be swans stopping me on my walk today. No, I'm not going to disturb them. So let's go back this way. Because I figured out if I have to disturb them on my way out, I've got to disturb them on my way back as well. And that's not fair, because I've got 3 babies there actually that are sleeping. So bye-bye Mr. Swans and Mrs. Swan and baby swans. I'll just walk a bit further the other way. I want to get 4 miles in, and I've just done 1.5 miles. And it would have been perfect to get to 2 miles up there. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Better me walking past the van than disturbing them. Bugger. Oh. Under Armour, I tell you. New shoes as well, eh? Saga continues for the gearbox. I've just been on to Intergears in the Midlands, who were struggling to find any warranty paperwork or anything like that. Of course, they didn't phone me back to tell me that they were struggling to find it. I've had to chase them lots and lots to try and get that information. Turns out that the gearbox was supply only, and that it was just a unit purchase, as they said, and it was sent to somebody in Bridgnorth, which is not where the garage is that I bought the van from. And so because of that, it is non-transferable, so I do not get a warranty with this van, with the gearbox. The funny thing is that when I bought the van from Severn Valley Leisure, they told me that they had to go and get the gearbox done, and they couldn't sell it since then because it was impossible to get it in gear and all of this stuff, which, you know, could be true. Could have gone to a garage in Bridgnorth to do it. But literally, reverently gave me the warranty paperwork to say, keep hold of this. It's absolutely all of this, you know, this is what we're going to do. We got it fitted and everything. And it turns out, after phoning them lots of times, that they did not fit the gearbox themselves. They have no recollection at all. They've got nothing apart from this piece of paper here that says that they ever did a gearbox or anything there. So I don't know what to think about that. They don't return my calls at all. They've not returned any from this whole time. I've had to call them about 8 or 9 times just to try and get a response from them, to ask them for just little bits of help, like where did they buy them from and things like that. So I am left with having to find another one myself. Thankfully, I phoned a couple of garages that are local, and I've managed to they recommended a place to get the gearbox from. Unfortunately, their fitter is off poorly, so they've said if I can find a garage, they will get it there and we can do the swap out. So I've got to find a garage to fit, or to take this one off to fit the new one, and then send the one that's in here, back to this other place, and then organise for them to obviously deliver it and pick up the gearbox. These guys seem to know what they're doing, like they've done it before, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be in good hands and somewhere where I know what's going to be going on. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. Time to make some phone calls. Expensive ones. Well, hello. It is now afternoon, and I've had a bit of a lazy day. I had a lovely walk out before, and then I've just been cracking through some little bits of admin, you know, the stuff you have to do. Finalising some bits to sort my gearbox out, and trying to find where I'm going to stay tonight. I've got to go into Scunthorpe itself because there's an Amazon pickup box at the local Morrison's. So I'm going to pop there and go and pick up a card reader for this camera. Because I think it's easier to get the stuff off here than it is anything else. So I'm going to pick that up and then find somewhere nice and have a crack at editing on my laptop instead of using iMovie on my iPad. So yeah, a little bit of a drive, not too much. I'd say about half an hour or something. Be enough just to top the batteries back up a little bit. It's done really well. I woke up this morning and the van was on 83%, which is amazing. So it looked like as soon as the sun came up, even though it's been reasonably cloudy today, it's just been doing its thing. So yes, yay for solar. Absolutely love it. So no doubt I should catch you guys later. Picked another canal side park up. Maybe see if I could get to stay there for the weekend because it's going to be a bit warm and it tends to be cooler, doesn't it, around water. So see if that does the job. Good morning. So I got to my park up yesterday and the sun was shining and it was beautiful, and I tried my hand at doing a sunset time lapse again. I mean, I did try one when I was at that beautiful lake and forgot to hit the time lapse button, so I did a 2.5 hour long video instead. But I think it worked last night, but I didn't record anything else. I got here, I had a work call pretty much as soon as I stopped. So I did that and then got myself some food and then that was it for the night. This is a massive wide stretch of canal, and just down there's another lock, because there is one here too. And it is very pretty. So far I can count about 10 swans, and you know what I'm like with swans, it's wonderful. So got my walking gear on again. I know it's just mid-jumper, but this is the one I don't mind getting sweaty. I'm just going to go out and see how many miles I can get in today. Got to get those legs working. I am sleeping so much better. I've done 3 walks in 3 days. The shortest walk I did was just over 3 miles, but I'm sleeping so much better. So I'm up for that. Obviously, my body needs to move a bit more than I've been letting it move. So yeah. So I'll get locked up, get my camera on. And before it gets too warm, I mean, I hope it's going to get too warm because I could do some solar. But yeah, let's get some miles in. Look at the swans, there's so many. Oh, I do love a good swan. Swanning around all day. Spirit animal for me. Get the impression I don't know if I should be walking down here or not, but I want to see what's in this big basin. I've been doing some little jogs in between. Oh, you won't want to fall in there. It's a winding hole. It's a quirky canal, this, you know, because it goes narrow and then wide and then narrow and then really wide. And I've seen a lift-up bridge and a swing bridge. All the different kinds of bridges, and about 14 swans. It's brilliant. I'm just going to go to this big ass basin a bit further down, and that's going to be my point to turn around. I have done 1.5 miles, but it didn't pick up my first bit because I forgot to press start, you know, because I'm an idiot like that. But yeah. What is it about water? Don't know how to have this thing. As soon as you find that you can be near water, you just can't stop looking at it, or wherever you go, you just go to find it all the time. Behind me here is a reservoir. I forget the name, and it's a sailing club as well. But it's so beautiful because there's just loads of little islands everywhere, and there's so many different kinds of birds. More swans and loads of geese. But up and down just this little opening here, there's 2 kingfishers that are just flying from one part to the other. They've been passed about 4 times now, and I can see these dashes of the most brilliant blue. I love birds. That's what she said. Not me particularly, but you know, that's what girls say. And yeah. yeah, beautiful. Shame I can't park my van in there. I get the feeling you're being watched. Good morning. I decided, I think I slept badly last night because I had 2 flies buzzing around my head and I couldn't get them, so I need one of those wacky tennis racket thingies. So I left for my walk a bit later than I thought I was going to this morning, and my goodness, it is warm. I've got sausage fingers because they're that swollen because it's so warm. Did 4.1 miles, so I'm happy with that. On the way back, let me just show you up here a second, because obviously we've got Bumble there. So up there, you see behind me, there is the control tower for this humongous lock. I mean, this lock is amazing. It's like, it's button operated, so you have to swing the bridge over first in the middle, and then you open the lock either end, and it's massive. It's meant for tankers and stuff. Anyway, Brian, up there, absolute star, saw me sweating bits, saw that I was in my camper van, and he let me get some water from the kitchen sink that he's got up there. Absolute legend. So I'm going to have myself a wonderful ice cold shower. I am not using my hot water in this heat. I am going to have a lovely time and enjoy that and have a good old scrub of my hair. Yeah, water, kind people, what can you say? I don't know what I managed to buy as well. It was on special in B&M for £4.99. So I've got my very first landing net. So I'm supposed to catch something now, okay, fishing rod? Catch something. So yes, I've got my little bait box, and my little thingies to take hooks out of fish's mouths that I'm never going to catch, and a landing net to put fish in that I'm never going to catch. So yeah, whee! Oh dear me, I have to wear a hat when I'm driving because otherwise my hair goes everywhere and I can't see what I'm doing. So it's yeah, it's roasting, but I am at my park up. Happy to stay here 2 nights again, I think, because I've got to be at the garage at 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning. And there's some lads in a van have just gone and left their watercraft, let's say. It's a bit naughty, I think, although there seems to be lots of little bits of rubbish in this car park, which is a shame. There's a water bottle, there's some stuff, because, you know, I've got rubbish, but there's a bin. This ain't too bad. It'd be alright if I wasn't melting. Oh, I know what can make this better. What can make this better, you say, man? Pound shop pick and mix. Oh, there we go. Who needs food? So here's a question for you. Anybody that eats salad, so, you know, John, you don't have to answer this one.
Well, that's unfair. Why don't I get a say? Of course, there are no ingredients to put in a salad. But unless you go for potato and ham and then ditch all the salad stuff. There you go.
How many ingredients do you put in the salad? Are you literally like, well, I'll have a salad and I'll have lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber, you know, radish or spring onion or a few other bits like that? Or are you a I will have everything, because I've just put like 17 things in my salad and it looks like this. Now look at that in the sunshine. How beautiful. Nom nom nom. That's going in my face right now, that is. It's definitely warm today. My deodorant is working. So well done, wild deodorant. Oh, for keeping me stinky free. I've just had the most wonderful surprise. I didn't think it might have been a surprise at first, but you know what it's like. So I'm just sat here working away. Got my door open, laptop's out. On the other side, I've got the window open. And this lady's head pops up from the garden fence across the way. And she just goes, excuse me, love. So I lean through the window and say hi. And she says, is everything okay? So I said, yes, it is, thank you very much. She said, it'd be nice if it was just a little bit less warm. And she said, well, if you need anything at all, if you need any water, if you need anything putting in my fridge or freezer, you want the hose pipe for anything, you need anything from me at all, you need a run to the shops or anything like that, you just come and knock on and ask, okay? I mean, how lovely is that? She just said, it's ridiculous heat. She says, everyone's suffering at the minute and she knows that they've got things that I might need. How lovely, though. I mean, yeah, I think sometimes it's wonderful to be pleasantly surprised. I mean, I felt like I was safe here anyway. I didn't think that there was any problem staying here, and I feel a million times better about it now. So yeah, good people. There's more of them than you think, you know. I forgot to say as well, look what I got. I will not be harassed by flies tonight. I'm not even 2 nights on the trot when I can't sleep because the little bug's going zoom right by my ear and landing on my face, willy waggling and everything. So yes, bye flies. £4 from Aldi, bargain. And on that sweaty note, I think I'm going to end the video here. I have my dinosaur ice pop to help me. Oh, that's nice. To help me try and stay a bit cooler. But yes, I think I'm just going to sit and melt and try not to do anything too strenuous in this heat. Run in the morning, hopefully, so that will be where we pick up from. Go for a little bit more of a jog down the canal. And until then, I bid you adieu. So thank you very much for coming along with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've not already subscribed, then feel free to hit that subscribe button and ding that notification bell. And hopefully I will see you all on the next one. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.